Lollipop Chainsaw is a game that I never played because I never knew it existed. But then I saw that they will make a remake and I still wasn't interested. I like sexy girls in video games, but that's not why I play video games. And then I saw what the producer of Lollipop Chainsaw had to say. I will just read the last part.
Finally, we learned after the announcement of Lollipop Chainsaw Remake that many fans are worried about censorship in the game. We have not yet discussed the issue with the platform holders yet, and thus cannot say anything about the topic. But what we can say is that we intend to negotiate with the platform holders to make it so that the game can be as close as the original version as possible,
Said Yoshimi Yasuda. So now I am interested in this game, because the developer doesn't want his game changed. And if they will make some changes to the game, it is 100% because of the platform. This will show if a gaming company cares for their consumers or not. Or better said, for the developers. Because if you change this, you basically attack the developer. So if somebody like, let's say Sony, decides that the character is too sexy, then they will force the developer to change the game. And the developer will lose a lot of money. Because changing stuff in a game means time and money. Also, a lot of people will not buy the game anymore. Especially a game like this that's focused on sexiness. It will show that, let's say, Sony, or even Microsoft, or even Steam, or even Epic Games, or even Nintendo, because I don't trust nobody, any kind of censorship will show that they don't care about the developer or the consumer. First of all, why censorship? The developer wants the game uncensored. The consumer wants the game uncensored. So why does a platform get to decide what we want or not? We already pay for online on consoles. The games are more expensive if you use their online store and you are forced to use their online stores. You don't have other option. And also you have to use their shitty hardware. So not only that, now they also want to censorship your games. So I will say now, if PlayStation or any other platform dares to modify this game, to censorship this game, I will not blame the developer because I know he wants to make the game as close to the original as possible. So he will be forced to censorship the game if he wants the game to be released on the platform. And of course, I will 100% blame the platform. Not only that, I will modify my PlayStation 4 and I will never buy anything from Sony again. I will get my games for free and not free in the way that Sony wants me to get them, with a subscription. Because if, let's say, Sony takes away my freedom to play the game that I want and the version that the developer wants, then they do not deserve my money. I don't have to be forced to buy whatever a corporation wants. A corporation must be forced to make the product that I want. It's that simple. And don't get me wrong, they can make a game that I don't care about. For example, I don't care for Horizon. I didn't even finish the DLC for part 1 because I got bored of the useless side missions and main mission. The only thing that made me finish the base game was the graphics, the gameplay. I mean, the world looks great and it was fun to explore it. But the story, oh my god, the story made everything so boring. They had a lot of fillers. 90% of the game was fillers. Anyway, I was not interested in part 2. I would probably want to play it when it's very cheap, because I kind of like the gameplay and the world. But it's a game that it's on the bottom of the list with the games that I want to play. So I don't care if you make games that I'm not interested in, because I will buy only the games that I'm interested in. But if you dare to change those games or censorship those games or ban those games just because you find it offensive, then if I want to play them, I will play them for free. Because I'm kind of fed up with corporations that bans or censorship my stuff, but they still expect me to pay and support them. So Lollipop Chainsaw, I think, will show how obsessed are corporations with censorship. Fans already know that the developer doesn't want to change the game. So now we can see what platform wants the change. So let's say, for example, if Sony is smart, they will try to ignore this game. They will release it uncensored and they will act like they don't support censorship. But if they insist on censorship or even banning the game, then it shows that Sony wants control over your games, entertainment. And if I still support Sony after that, even if Lollipop Chainsaw is not a game that I'm interested in, never mind, I saw the original. The game seems to be funny and sexy. So it made me interested, especially if they do a great job with the remake. And they said remake, not remastered. So I will expect something more than seeing everything in HD. Because the original from 2012 doesn't look that bad. What can I say? All we can do is wait and see if Sony will let a game as crazy as this one be released again in 2022. Or whatever, 2023.